Welcome back, guys, the best cooking channel in the whole world. So today we're going to start with our nice chicken, our nice big chicken. You can see we have some wings, we have some breast, then we have a chicken butt. It's so funny. This is the tastiest part of the whole hen, this chicken butt right here. And if you didn't know, now you know. So after getting our chicken, we are going to bring our nice favorite dish. By the way, this dish is like famous in like a cooking show. So we are going to put our chicken, put this, I think I had to remove this. Fun fact, this thing right here is where like the oil comes from, the chicken to oil the feathers. So this part right here is where the oil comes from to oil the feathers, so that like when it rains, that's why chickens are always like they appear like they have some coats. It's because of the oil that comes from this part right here. I don't know what it's called though. So as we said, you have to cut this off. Yeah, so I think that's how it looks like. If you can look closely, it has yeah, it has that weird part. I think that's the part where like the oil comes from. It's actually fat. So let's get them right. We are going to add our chicken. Then now, so first things first, the mother of all ingredients, which is salt. Man, last time I put a lot of salt, I almost I almost didn't want to eat the chicken again. So this time I'm putting like those around 3 pinches of salt plus our curry powder. That's Simambili. It's like the best here in Uganda. Then we can put our I bought this tropical heat mixed spices. You can put some. I think you can already see some are already spilled inside there. So that's around maybe 1 or teaspoons or 2 spoons. 2 spoons. Yeah, I think it's 2 spoons. So with this, now we're going to start the marination process. We're going to let this sit for around like maybe 5 minutes. I don't want this to like lag along, you know. So we are going to mix this up. If you do not want the spices, you can ignore them, but I would very much recommend you spice up the chicken, because now like this big piece right here needs a lot of marination. Yeah, it's about that time that we look at that. I feel like pinching it just to see what happens. There's nothing more fun than cooking. So let me put in other pieces. Make sure you don't overcrowd the pan, and let's go. Oh, and it's time for our bam bam, our chicken bam bam. That bam bam that you're talking about right there, we'll also put it right there. Right? Yeah. Let's give this about 10 minutes on each side and remove it and make some nice salad, some nice dipping sauce. We're going to make some salads. I don't know how hotels do it, because this is very expensive. I don't even know how they do it. I think these are called green onions. Well, you use like this part, right? But you can also use like from this part up to the green part. But these were so expensive. And we also got something here. I think they call it, cornmeal or something. But it may be like small parsley or coriander or something, like one of those. Then we also got this weird vegetable. I've seen it being served like in hotels and all that, but specifically I like the leaves. I think it's lettuce. So I like the leaves because they are so tender. Like they literally almost have no taste. They are like crispy when they are fresh. So you're going to use this to make like a very, very nice salad. I think you guys are liking how the green is popping out in the camera. I like it. Okay, let's make our salad. So I saw this trick. I saw it like in our like market like here in Uganda. So what they do, this is like a practically saucepan. So what they do, these leaves are the most important part of this plant. So what they do, they soak all this in water. Like they don't fill it to the top, but they soak it in water. I saw like when they are leaving the market, they would soak this in water so that this doesn't wilt. because this is like the best part of, I mean, if this gets destroyed, this is pretty much useless. So I think you can see how dirty this is. So we're going to clean that up. So I think you can see what they do. So they soak this in water. So this is what you're going to do, and put this aside. You're going to use this later. I have a theory. I think you soak this where you want to, the water not to like dry out from. So I think if I soak this in water with the root first, this will not wilt. I'm going to do that later on tonight because I can't eat all these green onions at once. So I'm just going to need like 3. So first things first, you're going to cut the roots off this last part right here, and that will go. Can you imagine? I had forgotten like this knife. I had forgotten like it's my favorite knife. So this is what you're going to use. So we are going to chop this. Okay, so we'll have these little pieces. So look at what we have right here. Very, very beautiful green onion. So we are going to bring back half a red dish. Put this in. This thing is so funny. So we are going to like separate the leaves. I think can keep that for later. So we'll have just this. So we're going to chop this up. So then we are going to like cut this. I just want to cut like, can you hear that crunch? I want to, like, there is a crunch when you chop this up. So we have this beautiful nice lettuce. So we are going to still put it there. Then so you're going to chop up one onion, one really small onion. So you can see that. We're going to add this to our salad. So now comes the funniest ingredient. This is cabbage, but you realize I did not chop the cabbage. Man, not everything is supposed to be like, you know, what they call it. There's that word. That word that means homemade. What does it? When I remember it, I'll probably tell you guys. So we are going to just use probably a little bit of this, and by a little bit I mean a lot, because I like cabbage a lot, especially raw cabbage. I don't like a lot of cooked cabbage. So that is. So we are now going to use something that I discovered is the best ingredient on earth. And it is American Gardener. It's apple cider. It's not that weird white substitute vinegar. So, but it's actually quite expensive, but it's worth it. So we'll use like two teaspoons of that. That is how our very nice cooking looks like. Then we'll add in like I don't know. You know, I'm just guessing right now, so probably like, oops, that's a lot. So add in like probably like 2 teaspoons of sugar. Then we'll add in the salt. I think you can see it right there. That's 2 teaspoons still. So equal parts sugar, equal parts salt. So the next thing, we're going to like just squeeze this down. Squeeze and mix, squeeze and mix, squeeze and mix, squeeze and mix. But I think all of you can appreciate that this looks like really beautiful. So just squeeze and mix, squeeze and mix. I think all these vegetables have like a liter of water. You can literally save the whole desert. If you had go to Saudi Arabia, you just use these fruits to like give water to like a whole village. These things are so watery, and you should be careful. So actually you can remove some of the water that is in, but these are so watery. These vegetables are so watery. So then we're going to, this is done. You can use your hands, you can use tongs. I have tongs, but I'd rather use my hands. As you can see, this is stuck. So yeah, so that is it. Now we can take a look at our chicken. So look at this right here. Look at that. And this is just the chicken breast. Okay, so that is one piece. That is the second piece. Wants to run away. So these are how crispy this is. I think you can hear how crispy this is. remember our pan? So these are the remains of like the fried chicken and all that. So but it contains some spices. So what you're going to do is add there some African basil. So you can see right there. Now you can of course make it melt, because you want it to melt and make like what can you call it, like something like how it's looking like right now. So next thing we're going to put in some coriander, but you can see the flame is high, and then we're going to put in some nice chili pepper. So add in yeah. Ow. Okay. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to put is honey. So we'll put in like some, maybe like 2 teaspoons of honey. That's a lot. Okay, now I think you can see how it looks like. So now what you're going to do is turn off the heat. You bring your sauce. I think you can see the sauce. It looks really beautiful. So then you're going to add your chicken. And that. Then you're going to smear the chicken. You're just going to smear this into. Now look at how the chicken looks like. It's just, you know, look at this thigh. Look at this thigh. Looks so beautiful, right? Okay, so let's drizzle that sauce over the chicken. Over the chicken. Over the chicken. Yeah. And that is how you prepare Korean style chicken. So the time of testing has come. Look at how that looks like. So let's see. So forgive me for that. Let me first clean myself. So Koreans knew what they were doing. I mean, this is like fried chicken, like to the next level, like deep fried, then smother it in a sauce that is very rich, because this sauce is very rich actually. I don't think you can eat this chicken. I don't think you can eat like a full bucket of this. You probably need like about half of this. But I did like a quarter of probably I did like a 4 pound, which is like half a kilogram. So yeah, as always guys, I like you all. Let me finish my chicken. We are now called Graceful Kitchen. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, comment, do all that guys. Let's have fun cooking. Please comment. I want to try out as many dishes. I think I may even want to try octopus or like lobster. But I love you all, and boom boom boom.